And we're back.
Yay!
Mark
Okay.
just broke the internet.
Is off there.
Yeah, hey, sorry about that, everybody. I guess I guess that if I jump off and I close out, maybe it just stops the broadcast or the stream, and then I just lost my my co-host right there. That was a scrap for me. So,
You run out of gigs.
oh man, I was hoping to take a little break tonight, guys, but if Ray don't show back up, then I think I'm gonna have to moderate this. The last that I heard before you guys actually went off live air was Marky ranting and raving about Warner Brothers and Mickey Mouse. So I'm gonna let you finish your rant and rave there, Marky, if you like.
I don't even remember where I left off. Okay, all right, hold on.
You was on your com version.
All right. The com version. All right. Well, like we said, and I'm not going to yell anymore because obviously Mickey Mouse and Warner Brothers and YouTube are banning me right now as we speak.
Indoor voice, Marky. Indoor voice.
Indigo voice. Okay, people. This is how. No. Okay. So basically, yeah, they're getting creative differences now, and that's just telling me that Warner Brothers is again not having any faith with their characters and not really going on the story material that is written for them. And DC, I don't understand why they have to sit back and just say, okay, Warner Brothers, you do whatever. And unlike what Marvel is doing right now, basically said, no, screw you, we're making our own studio and taking care of our own properties and doing it our fucking way.
The problem with DC is they don't have a head. They don't have a top guy making the decisions. They have a series of people, and they do have a top guy, but he doesn't know what he's doing. And they need to find someone like Marvel has to coordinate all this. I mean, it would be just find someone who can coordinate all this. Zack Snyder is not the guy. Find someone to coordinate everything.
No.
Do you think Jeff Johns would be the guy? But you know, he does little things here and there, but I don't think he can handle all this shit.
Jeff Johns for story, but you need someone who's capable of doing everything as far as coordination for the movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like a showrunner.
Yeah, and they DC already they dug a grave for themselves already because you have a popular show, The Flash, that everyone loves. Oh, everyone here likes The Flash.
Oh, The Flash is fucking great.
So for a movie to be successful, you have to top that's already been established, and that the bar is high already. So I can't see a Flash movie working out for them at all. How much better than the TV show are you going to make it?
Well, I just think they're going to use it as a flashpoint so they can start again.
You also got to think of it this way. When these guys go to cons, right, the Flash comes out in his suit.
Mm-hmm.
Arrow comes out, so he's the Green Arrow. He's the Flash. Movies come out, one from the TV show or the one from the movie. You know, they're gonna clash. They're not thinking of long term. They're thinking of just let's put out a movie, let's make millions. But you're gonna damage the product.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta agree.
Because now,
definitely, I gotta agree with you, Biggies. The TV shows have been, the TV shows, the animation, they get that shit right. They need to hire those people who are doing
that's what
those.
Lord Longbot says.
They need those people to run their movie universe because obviously something's amiss. You have two of the biggest iconic comic book characters in Batman vs. Superman. Now, it wasn't a bad film, but it had its problems. Maybe the director's cut, the 3-hour cut, will maybe address those things that we went, oh, what the hell was this all about? Who knows? But I'm just saying, they're just not thinking straight. I mean, I don't even have to go into what Captain America Civil War and how many good praises that thing is going to be a juggernaut when it comes out next week.
It's already
I can't wait. It already is a juggernaut. I can't wait.
Because DC want to play catch up with Marvel, and I don't think they should do that. DC's like, oh, we gotta hurry up, we gotta spit stuff out, we gotta put stuff out. Instead of saying, you know what, Marvel got their own thing, let us build up our story and set up our own universe instead of trying to play catch up with Marvel. That's what's screwing them up.
But if they wanted to do that, what they're doing, they should have just gone straight away Justice League. Forget the Batman v Superman shit. Go straight into Justice League.
Straight
have
into
the whole
Justice
thing already.
They branched off with slow movies.
They could have
been
done all the backstory later. They wouldn't have had to do this shit with the fucking little cameos. They could have just gone, this is everybody. People can get to know them as they're watching the movie, and it would have been fine. Well, I think so anyway. Or they should have just started from the beginning, like Marvel did with Iron Man, Hulk, and etc.
With the Justice League #1, New 52, the way that they introduced everybody was perfect. They already established themselves, and this is just them meeting. So you didn't need no backstory. It was great. Batman's just doing his thing, and Green Lantern shows up, and then this threat shows up, and then Superman, and then this. You didn't need all this shit. That would have been a perfect. You could have just started, like, I agree with you. You could have started just right from that issue and moved on and have Darkseid come, have this big freaking thing, and then at the end they become the Justice League of America and they deal with the next threat. That's it.
They did it in the animated movie as well, and that was fucking brilliant. I love that.
That was great.
Exactly.
That was awesome.
I agree with that for sure. That's what they should have done. That's
They took that from the New 52.
Yep.
Oh, really?
52. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the New 52 story.
Yeah, the
It
New
would have been
52
a
was
great
good
way
base
to
to
fix
start.
up Green Lantern.
Yeah, exactly. And why screw up your universe? You should have just used the Flash from the TV show.
Yeah.
Because
He's
Warner
killing it.
Brothers
He's
and
killing
DC
it.
want to have multiple universes.
Yeah, but they
Yeah,
can
Jack
have
Snyder
multiple
said
universes.
Flash
It's the
was
same
written
actor,
to
but just different universes.
Movies.
What is that, bro?
Crazy. No, I was saying Jack Snyder was saying that the Flash on the TV wasn't fitting into his DC universe mode
Well,
or whatever. Which
his dark, brooding DC universe.
Oh.
Well, Flash is not dark and brooding.
That's
Flash is
right.
fun and lighthearted.
They could have had the same bloke. He could have, but he
This
could
is
have
going to
acted
be
different.
Warner Brothers' fault soon. That's all I'm telling you. If Suicide Squad sucks, this bottle is
Didn't you just get that bottle, Mark? Didn't
Yes.
you just get that bottle?
Yeah, look, I'm about the halfway point, man.
Mark,
I need to send you to
I think
rehab.
Suicide Squad's going to be good. I think
Well,
that
it
is going to
matters.
be.
I hope so. I hope so.
It's going to make more than people think. I think
Come
people
on.
are low bar now, but I think it's going to. It's
the
going to do really well.
animated one was phenomenal.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's-
Easily going to
I
make
do-
200 million. Easily in states. Easily.
I think it's
The
going to
Suicide
be fine. They didn't spend buku bucks on this. They didn't break the bank. They had a normal production value with this. So, and the director is not Zack Snyder, so we got that plus. So I think we'll be okay, and I think the cast is going to be great. And after
Well,
that comes the Wonder Woman film, which I heard that one is pretty
Well,
good too.
plus you got most men's favorite character in it, Harley Quinn. So that ain't
And you got Margot Robbie playing it.
yeah,
as well.
Oh
exactly.
yeah,
Mhm.
That's a double whammy. That is, mate.
that is a big double whammy.
So while
Did
we're
anyone
talking
feel
about
jealous
the
of DiCaprio when she was in that what was that movie where he was making all the money, and then he told her that the teddy bear was a camera.
Wolf of
And
Wall
she closed
Street.
it. Yes.
Wall Street.
Oh, mate. Shit. Oh, in that.
Yeah, I
oh,
know.
Mate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
Anyway.
Civil War. Speaking of Civil War, one of the questions: what correlations, if any, are there to the Steve McNiven Civil War book storyline? Do you think it's matching? Well, from what you saw, do you think it's matching?
Well, it's Captain America versus Iron Man. That's probably the only similarity.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah, I won't make
Everything else looks different.
But
Yeah, for anyone that read the comics, I'm pretty certain the ending's not gonna match.
Oh, no.
I don't think
Well,
anything's so much.
there's
Where's
somebody
the
in the
Thor
ca-
clone?
They're carrying somebody in the casket. I saw on this last trailer. I saw Steve Rogers, him and a couple other people were carrying a casket. So I'm kind of curious who that is.
Oh,
That's
boy.
his
Rumor
old
has
girlfriend,
it
isn't it?
like
Agent Carter.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Agent Carter.
Yeah.
Well, she is like 100 in this about time, so you know maybe she passed away. Just saying, you know, he did visit her on almost like deathbed in the last film or whatever, and then she's like, "Hi, Steve." You know, forget it. She's dead. She passed
Yeah,
away.
well, she should have died already. That was a long time ago. That was a lot of movies ago.
Well, you know, maybe she was just hanging around and he needed some quick advice and then she said whatever and she just went and that was it, you know, move on.
Well, I'm pretty sure one of them's gonna die. Got a parade going on back there?
Yeah, what the fuck?
No, it's Agent Carter's funeral in the background.
That's it.
It sounds like someone's in a fucking traffic jam and they're about to get out and punch the fucking lights out. It's like, shut the fuck up.
It definitely sounds like New York. I'll give you that one.
Yeah, that's definitely
Just muted mine. I damn siren went by through mine too.
that's a New York. That's a New York horn right there.
That was me. I muted. But they stopped already.
They stopped it.
Okay, so with the
Next
Civil
time,
War
go out
coming
and
up,
kick that bitch ass.
so with the Civil War storyline, is it a good concept for the superhero registration, negative, or is it positive in terms of revealing the heroes' identities? What do you think about that? Is it a positive or negative?
It depends on where they're going with that. You know, I think because they're obviously bringing up the fact that these last couple of films, all this destruction, and they're not being in check. So I don't think they're doing a superhero registration act. Maybe they're trying to keep them in check and stuff like that. Maybe not. I don't know. They're probably gonna modify it a little bit because then again, because you got to remember, they don't have rights to certain characters, and that story had a lot of characters that are not going to be in this film. So there was got to be a couple of changes here, and putting Spider-Man was a big fucking plus for them. So, you know, other than that, I don't know. Anybody else?
The Spider-Man's going to be completely different in the movie than he was.
Yeah, probably.
You know, he's going to come in later, probably. You know, he's not going to reveal his identity on TV. You know, he's not. I doubt he's going to switch sides if Iron Man's going to be in the Spider-Man movie. So I don't think he'll be anywhere near the same as he is in the comics.
Aren't they doing this, like, trying to make the Avengers kind of like the military or like an armed force? Like, if there's trouble, the Avengers have to ask the government, well, can we go over there? Can we help out or not? I think that's what this Civil War thing's about.
About
Well,
control.
isn't it the UN, the Sokovia Accords? Isn't that a UN thing? So it's not like it's not America. It's the UN, so they can go to whatever country the UN decides they can go to.
I think
it's
as far as real life, if it was real life, if there was a real Avengers out here, we would want them registered. You know, we don't want just people operating on their own, and you know. But in the comic book world, fuck that. Fuck the registration. They can do whatever they want because that's what makes it exciting, right?
Even if you know it was real, like think about the universe they're in. You know, Hydra's got in the government and everything, so their governments are just as corrupt as you know organisations and governments here can be. So I don't know. I don't think I would trust the government with superpowers.
No, I wouldn't.
And like who says that it's like the American government or whoever's government can have and control the superheroes? You know what I mean?
Plus,
So
if
we'll have
you're
a whole bunch of Punishers.
Yeah, if you're a superhero, would you want anyone controlling you? No.
Nah, fuck that. I wouldn't be a superhero anyway. I'd be a supervillain.
Like they're getting paid. So,
Mate,
why
I'd
control them?
be fucking super crooksing the shit out of this. You know, I'd be fucking robbing people, maximum security prisons and all that shit. I'd be down for that.
And that's why you have no superpowers.
It's kind of like when the Watchmen were like, fuck you all. You know?
I still can't see Negan as anything other than a comedian. Every time I watch it, I just see the comedian. I can't see him as Negan.
See, he was my
did you pick up
favorite
the magazine?
Watchmen, so I hated the way it started, but that's how it is.
Now, I know I posted on the Comic Book Fanatics page the trailer for The Killing Joke. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who's excited for that to come out.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It looks very true to the comic.
probably one of the best storylines in comics.
That's the only thing DC's gonna get right, the animation.
I know.
But they retconned it in the Batgirl comic, didn't they? So that story's no longer in any sort of form of imagination canon in DC Comics now, which is kind of annoying.
So when is it supposed to be released? It's this summer, right?
June or July, I think.
Yeah, pretty soon. Yeah, soon.
Yeah.
Some
I thought
people
the
were complaining about the animation. Yeah.
It's
You're
always
complaining about the
like,
animation?
they just released one, right? The Teen Titans versus
Yeah.
Justice League. So it's kind of always like 3 months later they release another animation.
Yeah, that one came out like about 2 weeks ago, I believe. I bought that one about like
2 or
2
3 weeks ago, something like that. Yeah.
I missed out on that one. I was upset because I normally buy the one from Best Buy and you get the little action figure.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I
right,
missed
right.
out on that.
Oh, yeah.
I have to go on eBay and grab that up. Because I've been collecting them ever since they had the first action figure. I think it was the Wonder Woman or the Green Lantern one.
Yeah, I got them all except for that one that just came out, like you said, Robin.
Yeah.
So if you could be anyone from Marvel or DC, who would it be? I'm gonna start with Big E.
Oh, if I could be anybody from Marvel or DC, I would be if I was Marvel, I would be Wolverine, because you just you don't die, you heal over everything. And for DC, I would be Superman. Fuck everybody up. That's the truth. He has everything. You can fly. You could just kill people with your eyes. You could look through anything. You have every power.
Yeah, for me it's easy too.
Okay, Sean, who would you be if you, DC and Marvel? Which superhero from DC and which superhero from Marvel?
That's a proper hard question, but I mean, you know what? I think the ability to run fast would be fucking pretty badass. So I think like Quicksilver or Flash. Yeah.
Quicksilver and Flash?
Yeah, Quicksilver and Flash. Just the ability to move fast. I think that would be the shit, man. That would be awesome.
Lord of the Long Box said Professor X. Read minds. He said go to the World Series of Poker.
Very smart.
What about you, Lou?
For me, it would be Magneto from Marvel. I just think he has a great power. You know, you can pretty much do anything. I mean, unless I wanted to go super evil and be Apocalypse, but you know, Magneto definitely, and same DC, yeah, definitely Superman. He just has it all.
Man, okay, y'all pulling out the big guns, man.
I know. I said Quicksilver. What am I doing? I'm like, yeah, Quicksilver. I'll be Loki.
I guess I'm your father now.
Dad, can I get some statues off you?
Oh man,
Sure, son.
what about you, Jeff?
It's easy. Marvel, I'll be Black Panther. Come on. I'm surprised none of you guys said that already. I'd be
What, 'cause you want to be a king?
Yeah.
Doctor Doom's king. What's wrong with Doom?
You know, funny thing
He
is,
doesn't
Black
have
Panther-
vibranium.
He ain't got no vibranium.
Exactly. And for DC, I'm not sure, man. Maybe Batman. Just want to be rich.
Okay, rich.
I don't even fight crime. I just spend money.
Oh, double M. What you got?
Marvel, I'll be Captain America. I like the whole American thing, and he has that shield. That shield is pretty cool. And then for
You can't
DC,
You can't be Captain America calling people bitch ass.
And remember where that shield came from, Wakanda.
yo, no comment. But yeah, for DC, crap, there's so many. If I was this guy Biggs, they took my Superman. But maybe I don't know.
You could be Superboy, bro.
Oh shit! You could be Superboy. How about Supergirl? You want to be Supergirl?
Hey, since your initials are MM, how about Mr. Miracle?
Ooh,
There you go.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Marvel
I like
and
Mr. Miracle. That's a cool one.
Manhunter's
Well, I already know Marky's too. So, but I'll go ahead and let him tell it.
All right. Well, DC is easy. It's Green Lantern, definitely, because Green Lantern could knock the fuck out of Superman. If you ever read, I forgot what that story was. Oh shit, Zero Hour. He knocked him out, so he's got the strongest thing in the universe. So fuck Superman.
Which Green Lantern?
Hal Jordan Green Lantern.
There you go.
Hal Jordan Green Lantern. And as for Marvel, Punisher. Fuck them all.
Okay.
That's it.
Painting. I know
Alright,
Painting got
well,
some good.
Yeah, well, I'd have to pick a good guy for Marvel because, Wolverine with his healing ability, that'd have saved me quite a lot of my childhood. I'd have been fucking out on the streets and not in the hospital bed for most of it.
Got
So
that beard going too, though.
yeah,
but no.
I've got the beard, man. So, and I'm short as fuck, so that's a double whammy. But if I was a DC character, I'd be Zoom, man.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wow.
fuck the Flash.
If he was a Marvel character, he'd be Dazzler. Have you ever heard Steve say? It's amazing. It's amazing.
Dazzler's cool, man. Don't.
On the chat, Murph says Toxic Avenger. Merc with a mouth says Aqualad for Manny. Don the comic book junkie got mad because I picked Wolverine, but he said that he would beat Old Man Logan. What else?
A monster said Parasite.
What you got,
That'd be cool,
Trevor?
too.
What you got?
Yeah, Monsters of Paradise.
I'd go Deathstroke for one and Silver Surfer for the other.
Hey,
Because
But Deathstroke ain't got any powers though, is he?
He's got the healing factor and whatnot. So.
Oh, is he? Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see. For me, Marvel, I would be Blade, because I already got getting the outfit anyway, and I have the sword right downstairs. And then for DC, I'd probably be Dr. Fate.
The old one, not the new one.
The old one. From All-Star Squadron, the old one.
Dr. Fate, man. All right, I got to give you kudos for that, man. I love Dr. Fate.
Oh, that's a good one. I'm surprised you didn't say that one, Mark.
You know what? I had to pick. You said one DC and one Marvel. I mean, if you gave me two DCs, he would have probably been the next one.
Oh, you could have said Dr. Green or Green Fate.
Green Fate, Dr. Green Fate. All right, combo. I'm doing a combo deal with a side of fries and a large bottle of James. Go. All right.
Oh man. All right. See, next topic. The Punisher trailer. What's going on with that? You experts out there. We're Frank. Oh, Frank ain't here. That's the expert.
Yeah.
It wasn't really a trailer, was it? I thought it was just one match.
Yeah, it's just a little thing saying it's coming. Your speculation was right. Yeah, we're doing a Punisher series, and I couldn't be more fucking happy.
Looks awesome.
It looks great.
Who do you think the villain's gonna be?
Kingpin.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
Kingpin be the main villain. Have somebody like Bullseye in it too.
Yeah, they need
He'll be a side character.
Bullseye or Jigsaw? It has to be something with a mob.
Oh, good choice.
It has to be something with a mob tie-in, something, because he's going after mob people and organized crime and all this other stuff, or probably going after the people that killed his family and whatever crime family was that affiliated with, because he's going to be a non-stop killing machine until he gets his justice.
I'd love to see Jigsaw. I think they could do it really well on Netflix.
Yeah, I think so too.
Just as long as it doesn't look like that Punisher Warzone.
God, that was horrible.
That reminded me of Dick Tracy.
Thank you. Thank you. And they had the worst fucking Italian accents I ever heard in my entire fucking life. You want Italian accents? Come down to real fucking New York.
fake.
We'll give you a fucking Italian accent, you motherfuckers.
What about a Spider-Man villain? In the comics, he's fought Spider-Man villains quite a lot. And now they've got the rights to Spider-Man shit. They could steal one of his villains.
Punisher versus Craven. Wouldn't that be something?
Her Hammerhead.
Yeah, Hammerhead.
Hammerhead would be really
great
good.
choice.
Tombstone.
Yeah.
Those are like mob type villains.
See, that would be good.
Mm-hmm.
Because it would tie the Spider-Man universe with the Netflix universe, and
they could do all that.
Yeah, it'd be
How
a
many
nice
seasons do you think they'll have?
I think the Punisher would take a lot of those.
Exactly.
Punisher they could build up because they can do like a lot of the low level villains and really like build them up into something like popular,
And he can go after crime families. So one season he can go after this crime family, then he can go after that crime. He can do the whole Garth Ennis run. I mean, that whole run is least you can at least do 2 seasons out of that whole thing, because they he continued on after he finished that 12-issue run and everything like that with other little side things and stuff like that. That would be cool. That's just my thing.
And he's always going to be running from the law, and when it comes out, you got to see how much is established already in the universe, because they didn't give a release date, right, for Punisher.
No, it'll probably be after Defenders, wouldn't it? They'd probably start doing that after.
I think they're going to come out with it next year.
Maybe the middle of next year. Next year, it can't be this year.
Well, no, because then that would interfere with Iron Fist and the Defenders, wouldn't it? Unless they do them simultaneously.
We don't know when that Defenders is coming out. It's probably like you said, they'll do the Defenders, then show the Punisher. Because
it'll be a nice tie-in, and the Defenders, if they go after the Punisher.
Nah, I think
that would be cool, yeah.
why would forget it because
It would
you know
be-
the
it'll be like
Punisher
another
kills the
Civil
Marvel
War.
Universe. Remember
That's
that book? I mean, come on.
That's
It'll
too
be
much.
like another Civil War, yeah.
Yeah.
It'll. I think that'll be
too
like
much.
another Civil War. Since already.
That's a little bit too much. Everybody fighting each other. No, Punisher should be in his own little realm, dealing with his own shit. No other. I mean, you'll have a cameo here and there. Of course, you're going to because they're in the same city here. So we're gonna have that. We got to.
What was really
And-
fun with the Punisher was in the books last year. They did Warzone. It was the Avengers going after the Punisher, so kind of the same idea Jeff was mentioning with the Defenders.
Yes.
Really cool little miniseries they did there.
Yep.
You know, showed
I
how
like
Frank
that.
outmaneuvered them and whatnot. So
Mhm. Yeah, it was good. That was really good.
No snap. Okay. So with all these cons that are coming up this year, what's your main book, anticipated book that you want to get signed if you attend a con this year?
Wow.
What was the
Well,
question?
Miss-
It depends who's going to be at the con.
Well, I'm going, as you all know, in June with Marty. So my Hulk 181 signed by Stan Lee is the one I definitely want to get signed by him.
Wow.
I don't know, man, because
I would say,
yeah,
I would
always
say
like-
Adam
like-
Hughes. Like Adam Hughes, like get I'm waiting for I mean I got a couple of books here, some Adam Hughes books. But yeah, because he skipped out on us last year
Yeah.
on New York City Comic Con. So
I hope he doesn't
probably one of the
charge
artists that I would like to
because
get.
yeah, I hope he doesn't charge because not for nothing he just puts an AH and an exclamation point. I mean, I'm sorry if you're waiting for hours and hours and you gotta pay for that, I'll be like, fuck that, you're signing this fucking for free. All right.
And
I know
your
his
old
line is
name.
going to be long when he gets here.
Oh,
When-
yeah,
If he
his line
comes
is
to New York
always
City
long.
Comic Con,
Yeah.
his line is going to be super long. People are going to have like a stack of books.
And he's got doesn't he do like a couple of sketches if you get there early enough or something like that? But you got to be
I
like
think
sleeping
so.
out on for that line I heard.
You got to run to that
Run.
freaking line.
I know, it's like crazy. It's like wild pack of friggin' maniacs. Ah, Adam Hughes! Ah, make my chick with the biggest boobs. Anyway.
He doesn't do it. He doesn't do it. He does like Neil Adams sketches. He don't do like a full like.
Oh
Like
yeah, yeah. He
detail.
does a little outline and all that, but still, it looks good. I've seen those outlines; those are nice. I mean, if you can get there and get that signed, yeah, fuck it, yeah. But there goes 6 hours of your con experience,
That's right.
and now you only have 2 to 3 hours left, and you're like, what do I do now? I just
Well,
spent
you better
6
buy a
hours
4-day
on-
pass then.
Well, that's where they get you. See, I don't do that. I buy 1 day, go in, do whatever, and I get what I get, and I get the fuck
Nah,
out.
not in New York
I
City.
can't.
You need to go
Nah,
to
New
4 days
York,
or
you
3
gotta
days.
do 4.
You gotta do
can't.
4 or
That's too
3.
much. That's too, if I'm gonna do
Yeah, I do-
if I'm gonna do the 4 or 3, I gotta get a hotel for it because I'm not. Why am I gonna go all the way back home on a train? It'd be a waste of money.
You can sleep in the streets.
That's right. That's
But then you're homeless, they'll find you a nice
from the
hotel room.
sidewalk. I'll broadcast
Sounds
shows from the
safe.
sidewalk.
That's all.
There we go. Live from the streets of New York. Oh shit! Taxi. Yeah.
I'll let you sleep in front of my stoop. I'll give you a blanket and a pillow too,
Give me a
man.
blanket, a pillow, little tip cup, There we go.
That's it. That's all you need.
What about you, Jeff? What book you got that you're looking forward to get signed this year if you attend the con?
Oh man, Adam Hughes sounds nice, but you know what? I was just looking at the chats, and I agree with Jenna. Scotty Young. I would like to have something done by Scotty Young and Ken Lashley because I'm kind of jealous of Manny's cover. So something from those two, that'd be cool.
Oh, okay. Big E's.
I would rather get a sketch than signature. So if I would get a sketch, I would go with like an old school artist. I would go with like a Mike Zeck on the cover. I like all his old. That's the period I like artwork from. Mike Zeck. And if I was to pick a modern artist, I would pick like Terry Dodson. Terry and Richard Dodson. I would love a nice Wonder Woman done by them.
Beautiful.
hmm
Okay.
They would do, I think, a nice Wonder Woman. That would be my signature. Like I don't really I like signatures, but I don't really care for them too much. Like I can go to a con without getting one. Like I did for the Big Apple Con, I didn't get that one signature. I didn't really care for that. I would rather get a sketch if I had the money to do that.
Yeah. So what about you, Lou?
Autograph, I'd say J. Scott Campbell. I love his artwork. Also, Stan Lee if he goes to New York Comic Con. And if I'm doing a sketch, it's got to be Ebaz. I love how he draws his women, so that would definitely be on my list. I have a lot of his artwork. So.
Just a quick question, Lou. Would you get any of your statues signed?
Yeah, I do want to bring my Spider-Man to have J. Scott Campbell sign.
So you have it on the bottom?
Well, the one that I'm thinking of doing, it has a wall with graffiti, so I'd have him sign it on the graffiti part.
Wouldn't that deteriorate? I mean, I don't know about statues, but wouldn't an autograph deteriorate the value of the statue?
No, they go for more.
They go for more? Okay, all right.
Oh, I'll keep that in mind then.
So yeah, but now you gotta carry a statue to the con now.
Well,
now you got 2 giant garbage bags. Like,
that's why most of us
100 pounds worth of statues
just bring the base, and you have them sign the base.
Yeah.
So if I bring my 1/6 scale blade and Wesley Snipes signs it, I'm good then.
Yeah, it'll be worth more money, that's for sure.
Okay, I'll just bring the jacket part. Just sign the jacket.
That's it, man. You might pay $500, but you'll be all right.
But he might need the money, since he just got out of jail not too long ago.
They gotta pay his taxes.
Yeah, right. When what was it? When Stallone was there, he wanted like $300 for his.
No, 500. 500.
That's
and 600 and something for a photograph and maybe a reach around in the back corner.
Oh my God!
I love Stallone, but that was fucking.
It's
bullshit.
like, guys, don't you have enough money?
He does. This guy is freaking a multi-millionaire, man. This guy makes movies. He don't need $500.
But people paid it. I heard people who went. There was a line for that. People actually paid the $400, $500 for a fucking autograph from Sylvester Stallone.
Well, I'm just gonna speak my mind. Those people are freaking dumb.
Of course they are.
How much money does that pump makes them doing a movie?
$500 for fucking Sylvester Stallone. Give me a break.
No, I spent $500 on a nice book.
No, I wouldn't fuck. Tell me about it.
I got my Arnold Schwarzenegger autograph for free. I mean, granted, it was back when he was doing Terminator 1, but still.
Oh, shit, man. Oh, shit. Hang on to that. You'll never get an autograph looking like that again. It'll probably just be an A and an S and a squiggly line. That's about it.
Oh, matter of fact, speaking of Arnold, has anybody heard anything else about the movie? He's working on King Conan. That's what he's.
Yeah, that's what
I haven't heard shit
is any
about
headway
that.
going on with that?
I didn't even know they were still going ahead with that.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, they're still going ahead with it.
Nothing new.
Did you see Maggie? You see that movie he did, Maggie, where it's like the zombie?
Yeah.
That was really good. I'd never seen
that was pretty good.
Something like that. It was really, yeah.
Yeah, but they didn't promote it. They didn't promote it. It just gave it like 1 or 2 commercials, and then it was like in the theater for 2 weeks, and it went bye-bye.
Yeah, that's why I downloaded it off Kickoff.
Oh, wait, we don't
say that too loud. We're gonna cut it off.
Hey, we don't promote stuff like that on here.
We don't promote illegal activities.
Percocet is back.
Gonna come get you. FBI is coming for you.
What you guys think, man? I know you guys talked a little bit about the Civil War coming out soon. Now, an article that I read was that it's supposed to hit about 250 mil for opening. What do you guys think?
Holy shit! I can't fucking believe it.
Yeah. If it already hit 200 million.
Right now, it's done hit 200 million international right now.
Yeah.
So that movie, I give it easily is going to be the second all-time domestic movie ever.
Yes.
Behind Star Wars.
Yep.
Definitely.
That's the beast, man. It's gonna be a freaking monster. You know what I mean? I mean, if you look at the trailers that we've seen already, wonderful hype about it. nevertheless, on Rotten Tomatoes, 98%. We discussed this on Tim's show just last week. Talk about 98% review, positive review on that. Guys, and according to a lot of the critics out there, we haven't seen shit yet based off the
Zero.
Off the trailer.
But you know what's helping it though? Spider-Man. Spider-Man is what's setting the tone for this movie because everybody wants the Marvel characters together in one movie, but you know, with Sony and fucking Fox playing hardball, Sony decided to give in because they know where the money's at.
Well, Sony Fox too. Sony Fox.
I disagree.
I have to say it's a little bit more than just Spidey. As much as I love Spidey, I'm gonna have to say I think it's the whole
It's also Black Panther too. I think Black Panther's gonna be the surprise hit of that movie.
Most of the general public don't know about Black Panther, so I don't think it's.
Well, they're going to in this film, is what I've been reading.
I really do think it's just the fact that Captain America and Iron Man are going to be fighting each other with other superheroes, and I think that's what people want to see. That is what people are looking forward to.
Spoiling it.
I mean, Batman versus Superman was just kind of thrown together, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, they spoiled it too. I mean, I'll say it once, I'll say it again. You don't show the fucking ending to your goddamn fucking film, you fucking morons in marketing. Stop
And
this
we gotta
bullshit.
Not
Stop
to
this bullshit, please.
Your face is ugly, man. Get off the camera.
guys, not to
Deal with it,
mention
motherfuckers. Deal with it. I'm your worst nightmare.
why market it as Batman versus Superman if the fight was only a few minutes.
Yeah, it was like 10 minutes.
They should have just called the movie Dawn of Justice. That was it.
Well, his fucking mum's name is
I don't think there's going to be a significant amount of Cap versus Iron Man. I think it's going to be there's going to be a lot of viewpoint differences, but I don't think there's going to be a lot of combat. I think there'll be some combat, but I don't think there's going to be any more than what Batman versus Superman had between those two characters.
I think there's going to be loads.
I don't think so. I think it's setting you up for there's going to be some sort of twist happening there.
For which one? Go watch the movie. Dawn of Justice?
No, for Civil War. I think Cap and Iron Man are going to fight, but I don't think it's going to be a significant brawl like in part of the movie. Like the trailers lead you to believe like they're going to go at it for 45, 50 minutes. I think it's going to be way less than that. I think there's going to be a lot of differences of opinion, a lot of talking point differences. They're going to fight a couple times, and then everything's going to be resolved relatively quickly, is how I see that movie playing out.
Well, there's a lot of ways they could go also, because you have Bucky in there. You also have the Falcon. We know it happens.
That's what I mean.
Eventually, so.
All right, well, how come nobody's trying to, like, what if there's not Peter Parker with the Spidey suit?
But it's Peter Parker.
What if it's like
Peter
Robbie
Parker.
Is it, though?
Yeah.
No, it is because they casted Aunt May.
Oh, okay.
So it has
I don't
to
know,
be
man. It could have been like Speedball or something. That's how they introduced the New Warriors into the whole Civil War.
I'm a bit annoyed that they didn't have the New Warriors, because that would have been great. Imagine, like, in a world of superheroes, they could have.
They even own the rights?
They must do. They must do.
Yeah, but that's a whole movie right there to try to introduce the New Warriors.
But they could have done it in like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or something. You know what I mean? Because Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., they could do anything they wanted in that. So they could have had, just have a screen and in their like common room or whatever, and they could be watching the reality TV show of superheroes fighting crime and shit.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. needs to step up their game.
I'm liking it so far, man. I just watched episode 17 of the latest season. That's what we've got out here. And the one where Hive took control of Quake.
Yeah,
that's I don't know how far we are behind you.
Season 3 of Naked and Afraid right now. That's part of my training video. I'm getting some lessons learned right now. That way I can, I'm jotting some notes down because eventually I'm going to be applying for Naked and Afraid to see if I can test my skills out there. So.
I'm burning my TV. Sorry, Marty.
Get Naked and Afraid in the UK, I don't think.
And then. Well, you know what? We're getting off topic of comics. We'll talk about that later. What else, guys? What else is going on in comic book news? this week that came up. I didn't see a lot. The only thing I really saw was they talked about the Civil War, and they did a little teaser for the Punisher.
Coming out next week. Yes.
And then, of course, you had new comic book. But you guys know today was what? What day was today, guys?
May 1st.
I know what's in 3 days.
15 days till I fucking leave this place.
It's Comic Talk Sunday, man!
No, Jesus.
Well, Marty, this might excite you, or maybe other guys too, but if you're into statues, it has been rumored for a while, but people are saying it's confirmed now that Sideshow is going to be doing Thanos on his throne in quarters. Yeah.
That motherfucker got like $1,100.
$1,100. Sell
What? No, I don't want
everything you owned. Put if you got to give up a limb, just mail it to Sideshow, and you'll get your Thanos statue.
Well,
You can live with one kidney, guys. You can live with one kidney. Sell the other.
One kidney only.
And they're also going to be supposedly at San Diego Comic-Con showing a Magneto as well.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Lou, when is the He-Man one coming out?
They just started taking the payment, so it should be 6 to 8 months. That's if they don't delay it.
I'm gonna just wait till it's like ready to buy. I'm not gonna pre-order.
Because they just delayed Prime 1 Batman again till June.
Yeah, they just did, brother. But that is okay because I got to catch up.
Yeah, because I pre-ordered that Michael Keaton 1/6 scale Batman, and it was supposed to came out last October. I didn't get it till February because it kept pushing it back.
Yeah, they always delay them.
Well, other than comic news, I mean, next weekend is 3 comic book day. So
Yes.
I don't know what you guys are doing, but I got like 3 stores that having sales. In fact, Scott Snyder is going to be at one of the locals around here signing autographs. So
please give him one of my cards and ask if you want for real Comic Talk time.
Fourth world. The line is going to be around the fucking parking lot, around the baker shop, and everything. Yeah,
shout out to Manny and Silos, man. They actually was talking to the writer and the artist at this. If you guys didn't see the video of 4 kids walking to the bank. And gave me their email and stuff. So I'll contact as soon as school's over with. I'll give them a contact, and maybe we can get them on our show. I don't know if you guys got an opportunity to read that comic book yet, but it was it was kind of slow starting out. But I believe it has a lot of potential to grow. But nevertheless, I think those kids are really hilarious, to be honest with you. It's like a group of kids and just the things they go through each day, and it's just hilarious. If you haven't had a chance to pick it up, I say pick it up. I think I was just talking to Sean about this a couple weeks ago, and he Sean, you were just like, hey, you have feeling this book will probably go far, huh?
Yeah, I do. This story is awesome, man. And it'll take you away from the superhero stuff for a bit too. So, and I've had difficulties finding an independent book I can get behind. Like, it's either something that's you're way too deep into already, which is like Walking Dead or Saga, or it's something I just missed or whatever. This Black Mask is killing it. Anybody should go and subscribe to Black Mask here. They're on YouTube here. They have like 300 subscribers or something. It's really weird. Yeah.
Yeah, I have to say Matthew Rosenberg is definitely one of my favourite comic book writers at the moment, and anything with his name on, I will buy. Because We Can Never Go Home was just fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's another one.
Series.
What's his name? Tyler Boss, the guy that's on that thing, that's on the book. He is he used to work at a comic shop. He used to work at Forbidden Planet here in the city. So he's local.
Yeah, he's a local guy, definitely.
So I got a question from Monster 720. He wants to know, guys, if you had to choose a character from Civil War to die, who would it be? And it cannot be Hawkeye or Black Widow. We'll go down the line. Big E's.
War Machine.
That's who I was gonna say.
I was gonna pick him too.
That was the easy way out.
That was the easy way out. Yes, it was.
Yeah.
It was easy, man. I think.
Get rid of Rhodey. Peace.
What about you, Sean? What do you think?
I gotta say the same thing, man. I think like War Machine or I don't know, Falcon. Falcon I could do without.
Nah, man, Anthony Mackie's cool.
Nah, man.
No, man.
He's a bird.
Yeah, man, he's a bird.
So we've got War Machine. We got the Falcon so far. What about you, Lou?
War Machine.
War Machine. That's 2 on War Machine. What about you, Jeff?
You know what? I'm going to be different. Kill off Ant-Man and let him come back as Yellow Jacket. So kill off Ant-Man.
Kill off Ant-Man. Okay, but come back as Yellow Jacket. What about you, Manny?
Scarlet Witch.
Scarlet Witch. Okay. Marky, how about you, brother?
Fuck it, kill off Captain America. Have Winter Soldier take over.
Captain America with Winter Soldier replace them.
Do the story that everybody wants to see.
All right, just so you want to stay traditional. You want to stay to canon then.
Yeah, I want to stay canon because that was a cool story in itself. Just
What
a
about-
little bit. You know, they probably have to change it.
What about you, Paney?
Well, if we can't pick fucking Hawkeye, I guess we'd have to be true to the comic like Marky, kill off Cap. But I really like Steve Evans, you know, he's a really good actor, he plays Captain America really well. So I think it would be a shame to actually kill him off this early.
I don't think we have to worry about him going anywhere for at least 5 more movies.
True.
What about you, Trevor?
I don't think anyone's gonna die except Agent Carter. But if I had to pick somebody, I'd kill off Scarlet Witch too. I don't like that character.
I
What you
think
guys have against called Scarlet Witch?
Just don't like her.
you just don't like
It's a fake accent, man. It's like Storm in X-Men 1 where she had the stupid accent that doesn't sound real.
True, very true. My boy Ray, what about you, brother? Who would you kill off?
Let's see. Probably Scarlet Witch.
Scarlet Witch?
Yeah, she ain't appealing to me in the movies.
You know, I kind of like that
I guess it's
magic.
appealing.
I like that magic she does, you know, the whole magic thing and everything. I think we got a lot of fighters already. I think we need a little bit more diversity. So, you know, everybody's pretty much a fighter on there. I'm just going to have to say kill off Winter Soldier, man, to be honest with you.
What?
That's me. Kill off the Winter Soldier. You got Cap, man. You don't need him. You know what I mean? That's my personal opinion. Mike Size says Trevor hates women.
You just don't blame him. He's married.
I don't know. You know what? I'm starting to really get into season 2 of Fear the Walking Dead. Any of you guys get a chance to watch that?
It's good.
My wife has been turned over. She hated the first season, and now she's been watching this one, and she's trying to get me to do it. And I'm like, nope, I'll wait till it's all done, and then I'll do a binge watch. I am taking a break with this shit.
I tell you, it is getting good. Now, I was a little bit concerned. Season 1 really sucked, in my opinion.
It sucked.
Yeah.
They were whiny bitches. I wanted them all dead.
His son was really whiny.
Oh,
yeah.
God. Oh, if anybody needed to get bitten, it was him. God.
He's getting a psycho now.
Annoying.
Though. He's getting a psycho. He's becoming a psycho. That kid already.
Yeah.
But now he understands. We could talk about it, spoiler,
Yeah,
right?
you saw with the pickaxe.
Yeah, because now he knows
Yeah.
what.
Don't talk about last week's episode because I didn't see that.
Yo, you didn't see
Womp it.
nothing, man. You backed up on the show,
Stop
bro.
being little bitches.
Hey, easy now. Hey, but I think they're really developing the characters right now. So I think eventually it's going to be a great success. We've got Outcast that's going to be also coming out. There's a lot of high reviews on that. Let me tell you, another season that just popped out. I love me some Penny Dreadful. Penny Dreadful.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Man, I love that. That show is just. If you guys ain't seen that, I'd go to Kick-Ass. Okay. I am by no means promoting Kick-Ass now. Okay, Penny. So don't get me wrong.
Kick-Ass, it's a great comic, man. Marty, what are you talking about? It's a great comic. Yeah, it's a good movie.
It's a good one.
But how about Damien? Anybody watching that? That's pretty damn good, too.
I watched
Is that
that.
the Omen prequel?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, that
kind of
was-
like a continuance of the first film. It's only going off on the first film. All the sequels that came after that is irrelevant. It's going on that first film and picking him up as an adult and him trying to struggle with him being the fucking Antichrist. It's
I don't know.
great.
I watched one episode based on Marky's recommendation because, you know what, the Bates Motel, I'm like, it is what it is, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just glad there's any kind of horror on television. You know, I'll just watch it. But I gotta say, man, I watched it, and it was crazy stupid, man.
I guess you watch the episode after it. It gets better.
The one with the mother, right, comes back, right?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, dude, that was fucking dumb.
No, I agree with you on that.
I was like,
I agree with you with that. No, there's been some dumb fucking moments in it, but I just like the fact on him and that fucking soundtrack is eerie and scary.
Oh yeah, dude. Like I said, anything horror. Also, I'll probably still watch it if it's on.
It's.
Storage Wars.
I just want to see where they go with it. It's been interesting so far.
Yeah.
Hey, Marty. I'm gonna get out of here. Maybe somebody else wants to get on. I got some things to do.
Yeah. Go ahead, brother. Go do your thing, man. Yeah, I appreciate you coming on.
I just want to give a shout out to you, to Comic Book Fanatics, for your 1,000 episodes. So.
Oh man, thank you.
There you go, Comic Book Fanatics.
Hey,
There you go.
Thanks for having me on. And Marty, your package is in the mail, so you should be getting it next week.
Oh yeah, I do have a package coming from you, don't I?
Yes.
Thanks for reminding me. I'll keep my eye out for it.
All right. So
Thank you,
say peace to everybody, and if you don't want that, let me get that. All right.
There you go.
That's his slogan, bro.
That's his new slogan. He's trademarking that.
All right, Manny.
Later, Manny.
Oh man, but you know, slow. I think it's slow.
Wait a minute, as Frost would say, now that asshole's gone. Anyway.
So you know, I think it will, for the most part, it was a slow comic book week. It was a slow TV series week as well. There really wasn't a lot. I mean, you know, I think with the big Civil War coming out here, and you know. Besides that, a few other things, but for the most part, I really didn't hear anything major. You know, they did a little tease with the Punisher and all that, but I don't know. I think that's really about it, man. So with that
Super
said,
Crooks and American Chosen got a movie deal, didn't they? From Mark Miller.
What one from Mark Miller?
Super Crooks and American Chosen.
Dude, Super Crooks is amazing. I don't know.
I read it last night, man. I started at 11:30 at night, and then 1:30 a.m. I'd finished. I just read the whole thing.
You know, with all that Miller World stuff. See, I'm a huge fan of Miller, but it all gets predicted to be a movie, like Jupiter's Legacy and all this stuff, because it would. It's made like a TV writer wrote a comic, and it would be really good. But have we seen even one Miller thing yet, other than like an animation of the Ultimates?
Well,
I don't think so.
Well, like a lot of the current Marvel movies are based on stories that he's wrote.
Yeah.
Well, I'm getting excited for Preacher. That looks pretty.
Preacher,
good.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that's good, and I think it's on the right network to do that because of the content matter that we're dealing with. So yeah, I think it's good thing.
Preacher, I don't know if you guys saw my video, but I got that back at 9.8, man.
That's sweet.
Nice.
That is a
I think
sweet.
that's going for about close to $600 to $1,000 right now.
Yeah, man. Yeah. You don't want that. You don't want that.
Hey, Marty, what was the notes on it? Why was it a 9.8? You didn't get no greater notes?
With 9.8, I don't need no greater notes, man.
It's a 9.8. You don't want to know the greater notes.
I thought you wanted a 9.9.
I don't need greater notes for 9.8. I'm gonna turn. I think I might turn that bad boy and get me maybe Amazing Spider-Man number 14, Amazing Spider-Man. I don't know, maybe Amazing Spider-Man number 2 or 3. I don't know, man. I think I might wind up turning that one.
Yeah, get rid of it, because that is the type of book. While it's an amazing story, Glenn Fabry's artwork's amazing in it, and it's just a really good Vertigo title. That's the type of book if the show sucks, the book you're gonna see a real drop in price in that book. and any
Take advantage of
expectations
the hype.
of. Yeah, man, that's a book I would definitely take advantage of the hype and get your Silver Age, definitely.
I think
Can
so.
I bring up a topic for a minute? If I would
Yeah.
like you guys' opinion. Me and Ray were talking yesterday on the phone, and we were discussing. I know it's about slabbing. We always bring up about that, but we were actually trying to figure out what's the best company for what age. Like, what company would you use for Golden Age? What company would you use for Moderns? And what company you would use for Silver?
Trevor would Rage would only use CBCS for your Golden Age, strictly.
Incorrect completely. Completely incorrect.
Rage is using PGX for everything now.
Also incorrect.
Yeah, but if you think of it from a cost-saving point of view, PGX can save you a lot of money.
You know, that's a good topic, and I think everybody has their own idea of who they would want to go with. Right now, I'm a little bit concerned about CGC, especially what Tim had put out a while back with, you know, some of the inconsistencies with the grading and, you know, strictness of it. But I think for the most part, as long as you go with CBCS, you kind of got the middle level right there. I don't think you can go wrong, man. I mean, of course, if you plan on flipping it, then CGC is probably going to get a higher you know, turnaround for you. I don't know. I mean, what you guys think? What you think?
I like CBCS for the fact that, you know, before all this grading came out, people were getting their comics signed. Now, CBCS has it to where you can send in and say, okay, I got this book signed at the Denver Comic-Con in, say, like 1998. They're just going to verify the signature for you, and it's a signature verification. Whereas CGC, no, your ass better fucking be there to verify the fucking signature, or it's just a qualified, like they did my Thor God of Thunder, just qualified, said name written on the front of the book.
What do you think about that, though? Do you think a qualified stands neck to neck with a witness verifying your book?
No, because it's not being qualified by an authenticator that has license of being an authenticator. The thing with CBCS, they got a licensed authenticator that is a well-known authenticator. So when that stamp is put on there, it's like PSA DNA kind of like thing that they got going on. And I just want to stress, you know, it's great that you can give books to CBCS with autographs, especially with people that are no longer around or passed away or doesn't sign anymore and stuff like that. But be prepared. You're going to be paying almost about $50 to $75 for to get that signatured and series or whatever and verified, then slabbed if you know. And then this is my paperwork. This is my paperwork for them to do that. You know, it was like. Well, I got my that famous Shazam #01 that me and Ray battled for on eBay, and I won. And I just wanted to say that. And
but I got me one.
Anyway,
I mean, who would you prefer to, like, say you have one of your old Silver Ages, like Green Lantern, Aquaman, or something like that? Right. Would you go with CGC or CBCS for that grading? I mean,
if the person is there, I would do CGC signature series. Of course, if he wasn't there or whatever, I'll give it to CBCS. I mean, that's just my thing. That's what I would do. Anybody else? I mean, they're both good grading companies, and I know everybody's concerned about what Tim showed us because I'm concerned because I got 2 goddamn books there, and I did their pressing service and everything. So that bitch better be a nice mid-grade, or we're gonna have a problem. So I don't know, man. I mean, we got to see what's going on, but I like them both. But I always use CGC first because they were the main guys, and then I've been using CBCS, and I kind of like them too. But
what do you guys think? Is there much of a price difference now since CBCS, you know, with the membership, with the dues? I mean, do you see anything as far as any difference? I mean, to go with either CBCS or CGC?
I think it comes down to the holders, man. What do you like best with the holders? I mean, CGC has the new holder, which apparently is super nice. I haven't seen it. But prior to that, CBCS's slabs were way nicer, in my opinion, than either PGX or CGC. Now it might be a little closer, but I was kind of going with what slabs look better on my wall or in my collection.
He's got them. He's
So,
got the new slab.
Yeah, the new CGC slab it looks better than all three of them. If I can get a signature series, I'm gonna go with CGC. But if I need to verify, I'll be honest, I'm not gonna go with CBCS because their sign it looks ugly. It's like a big ass stop sign, big red stop sign.
Big red stop.
I don't like it. I would rather go. As much as people don't like PGX, I've dealt with them a few times already, and they haven't steered me wrong. And they've been doing signature authentication longer than the other company, and also their pressing is top notch. Their pressing and cleaning service is top notch. They don't have, and a lot of big books are slabbed by PGX. A lot of Superman #1s, Batman #1s. They have a lot of big Golden Age books slabbed, and you can't keep. I feel like you can't keep faulting them just because of something that happened 20 years ago. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of incidents happen with CGC that we just don't know about.
I think they fault them. I think because that did do some damage, but it's also the question is, and I think the always question is going to be asked: who the hell is grading, authenticating, and doing the cleaning for the books? Because they don't tell you who the hell these people are. At least on CBCS they do. CGC they tell you who these guys are. On PGX they don't say who they are.
Because it's them. It's in-house. It's their own company.
It could be a 14-year-old doing your books.
Hey,
just saying.
nice.
So how do you know? How do you know?
New York, not the Philippines.
Why would you trust someone that does pressing and cleaning that is new to it when someone's been doing it for the last 15 years? And
I agree, but we don't know. I mean? I know, but we just know by name. We don't know who is actually doing it. They just said we have a qualified presser, and I'm not doubting the work because I've seen people saying they brought that in and used their pressing service to press it and grade it and all that, and they do a good job. But who are these people? I think if they give the names on who is grading their books and who is the presser, I think they would get more business and get more notoriety instead of being so, in the clouds, like,
I agree, Marky.
Why are they hiding?
Agree.
Why are they hiding their identity?
The way they market
going to
their
be hiding
company
for
is not
long.
good.
I don't think PGX is going to be hiding for long because they just updated their websites, and I guess because CGC is changing and CBCS is changing, I think PGX is going to step up their game.
Yeah,
it's just going to take a while.
What I've been seeing so far is they're about to announce on-site grading again. They've done it several times already, also. So that's kind of big to do. I just look at it this way. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna pay $50 to get my signature authenticated when I can pay $15 for it, and their authentication is legit. It's labeled, certified, and everything. I'm not gonna pay $50 over $15. Right. To me, it doesn't make sense.
I'm actually shocked PSA DNA hasn't jumped on all these comic book, to get, because they are the name of authentication. They're not going to happen because then the books and everything are going to cost too damn friggin' much and everything like that. Oh, hello! What the hell here? Hold on, I'm going to mute myself. Hello.
Back on your end, so you're going to have to take off the. What is it called? You're probably watching it on your end, so you're gonna have to take it off. There you go.
There you go.
I've used all. Well, first of all, welcome Jenna. Welcome to Comic Book Fanatics Comic Talk. You guys know who Jenna is. She is our hostess with the mostest, and she is there with Jeremy Clark and Mike DiBuffalo. Are they in the background? You want to pop in and say hi?
Hey, what's up?
Get your ass over here, honey.
They say they drinking?
They're drinking. But, I've used all three grading companies. I've used PGX, I've used CBCS, and I've used CGC. Now, I just use an affiliated CBCS pressing service, and I tell you what, I wasn't too disappointed, but then again, I have nothing to compare that with, to be honest with you. I do recommend always pressing your books now prior to getting slabbed, because and based off the experience I had, I think it paid dividends, to be honest with you. But nevertheless, I mean, I think, who here doesn't grade books? Who here doesn't believe or feel like they...
I don't. The only thing I'd put in plastic is like pies and cakes.
You know, I just have absolutely no faith in any of the companies. There's always something. Like, one week someone will say, CGC gave me a shit grade, and the next week someone will say CBS gave me a shit grade, or whatever, or they're grading too high, and then someone will say, PGX, they're always giving people fucking 10s when they should be 9.8s and all this shit. So I just have, like, no faith in any of them. So,
what would be a reason besides monetary turnaround or to get them flipped? Would there be a reason why you would want to get your books pressed?
Preserve.
Yeah.
Pass it down.
I just like the way they look. Like a slab book looks nice. Like
it does look nice.
But is anyone concerned about like pressing? Pressing wasn't around before. There's no long-term studies on, you know, in 20 years, is that book, now that heat has been applied to it, is it now worse off? If you now take it out of the slab, get it regraded, is the paper brittle now because heat was applied? Like, there's been no actual long-term studies on this because it's a newer thing, right?
It's got to be a way.
Don't take it out of the fucking capsule.
Don't take it out. Yeah,
okay, fair enough. But
so
I'm just saying,
what would be
from
the
a theory standpoint.
Do you find that there's a major difference, say, if you get some archival board and maybe some 4mm Mylar, put it in there, tape it up? Is there much of a difference besides, of course, the numbering, the grading itself, whether you get a 5.0, 10 point?
If it's capsulated, it's airtight, isn't it? So no air can get in.
No, I think there is. Well, how are the new holders now, Biggie? How are the new holders now with CGC? Are they airtight now, or are they still opened on the sides?
No, dude, they're tight, man.
Shit!
You can't even crack this thing open without, I think, damaging the book.
All right, well,
because,
that rests.
You know what else? Also, CBCS still does the inside holder. You know, the book. CGC doesn't do that anymore. It's literally just sandwiched, you know, in between the. This is a Mylar plastic. It's just, you know about Mylar, how it's a heavier mill. It's probably like a 60 mil or more. It's just sandwiched airtight in there without a holder. So cracking this thing open, you're gonna damage the book.
Now CGC doesn't use the microchamber paper anymore either, right? They've stopped using that.
No microchamber paper either.
Yeah, and they said when CBCS stopped using it and PGX stopped using it, all the CGC people were saying, "Oh, you're gonna wreck your books because you're not using the microchamber paper anymore."
No, the only way
that wasn't true. It never was true.
The
microchamber paper does nothing.
Yeah, and the only way it's effective is if you put microchamber paper through every single sheet in the
exactly.
Because what it does, it catches bleed. That's what microchamber paper does. It catches bleed, so it doesn't pass on to the next page. That's why you see some covers and they have redding, whereas white at that's ink bleeding through. Unless it's in every sheet, it does nothing. So what they used to do, put one in the front and one in the middle. That was just nonsense.
The microchamber paper was a revenue tool for CGC because you had to reslab your books every 7 to 10 years.
Yeah.
That's what they wanted you to do, to refresh that microchamber paper. It was a complete revenue tool. That's all it was. That's all it ever was. There was never any proof that it actually worked.
I'm actually waiting.
None of the companies are using it.
I'm actually waiting because I think I heard CGC is going to have some special pricing to get your books, like if you got them slabbed in the older slabs, like the really old ones, because I got like about 3 or 4 of them when they first started, so I got them in the old labels. I don't know if anybody heard about
that. The real test. That's gonna be the real test to see if they come back the same grade.
To reslab them, ain't it?
From the older labels, I heard they were going to do something special to get them in these new holders because of the older. If you got the older labels with the microchamber paper, and when they first started grading, I heard they were making some kind of special price to get them reslabbed.
Well, they better make them, or they just regrading them as well.
I don't know about you guys, but I like the way a book looks and graded. You know,
yeah.
And I'm no scientist. I don't know much about but my understanding is once you suck air out of a book, you take the oxygen away, it slows the process on it being, I don't know, what do they call it?
The oxidization
or whatever. I mean, like I said, I'm not a scientist, so I'm going off a lot of, and I've learned a lot since I've actually started getting involved with a lot of the comic book community. Before that, I was never, grading any books, and so I've definitely learned a lot when it came to that. And I think for the most part, everybody has their thoughts and opinions about grading, but me personally, I think pressing and grading a book that you want, especially an old Silver Age book or Golden Age book, I think it pays dividends, to be honest with you. I love the fact that you have those options to do that. You have different companies that you can go off of, especially if you get a original sketch done by somebody. You know what I mean? And you want to get that preserved and encapsulated. So I think that's a good way to go.
All that's cool too. Like I see all the perspectives of why to grade and stuff like that. But for me, I feel like grading it is also part of the collecting. Like learning how to grade books, learning what defects to look for and stuff like that. Coming up with your own kind of grading system type thing. Yeah, I think that's part of the hunt for me is trying to work on my grading skills.
Mm.
But I get that too,
Sure.
Especially for monetizing purposes,
Oh, absolutely. I definitely agree. I don't think there's a wrong way. Everybody has their opinions, but once you get and you learn, you start like anything else. Once you start learning more about collecting. Because just like any other collector, there's ways to preserve things. There's way to encase things, but nothing for the statue community yet, Lou. Nothing for the statue community. I mean, you can buy your own cases and encase them all yourself, but there's really nothing like that. I say yes as far as getting those pressed, getting those slabs. There's nothing wrong with that, in my opinion. I don't know. I know Ray talked at one time of getting all his Thor books.
Well, that's
Is that still on the future goal of yours right there?
Yeah.
That's the problem. If you have a huge collection, you're not going to slam 10, 20,000 comics.
That's
just 377 of them.
They'll give you the hey, I know you, Ray discount, and just like we gotcha.
Non-comic book junkie wants to know: do you guys think you'll ever get tired of collecting comic books?
Fuck
Never.
no.
I haven't in 30 years, so I guess not.
It hasn't happened then, and it will not happen now.
All the time I enjoy reading them, I'd never stop.
For me, it wasn't the point of getting tired. Is the fact that when I transitioned from a teenager living with my parents going into the military, that put a big gap in between my collecting. So I didn't collect no more from 91 until 2000 when I was at Fort Hood, Texas, to start my collection all over again. So I wasn't tired of it. It's just I had other obligations at that time. So I won't get tired of it.
Yeah, I think we all took, I don't know if anybody did, but I know I took a little break as I was growing up and everything because, well, one, we needed to get jobs, and we wanted to get our car, and last thing we wanted to think of was like, oh, let's go out and spend $100 on the first appearance at that time. So I guess when we all got older and got more established, I got back into it, and basically when Superman died, really got me back into comics, really heavily, and I've been on and off and been heavy with it since, so, that's about it.
Well, I stopped when I had to do my school studies, and now that I'm an adult and, I've got money and shit to spend, I think I'm back into it, because, I can now, I've got the time and I've got the money. Whereas, when I was a teenager, I didn't.
I took quite a sabbatical when it came to collecting for a period of time. But then once I started getting back into statues and comic books, especially learning more with this type of community, do you guys think that plays any type of influence whatsoever once you get immersed into this type of community?
Oh, hell yeah.
Definitely.
When I found YouTube comic book videos and stuff, it just instantly made me start and spend more and more and more money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I wanted what all you got. You got a sharper book. I want that. Yeah.
And I will tell you, I think my collection has grown immensely from 2 years ago It's
Oh yeah, I can definitely
started talking
agree with
to
that.
Ray, man, and you know, I think I told Diggy's, it's like a virus, man. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, we always say that to each other.
Man, it's
The virus, goddammit! The virus, goddammit!
Oh my God!
Don't
Pretty sure
tell
in
me
the last
about
year,
these
my
books.
collection
I
has
don't want
doubled.
to know anymore. Oh God, now I gotta get it.
Yeah, this
Ground,
week alone, I
Ground
probably
Zero
added like
is eBay. Ground Zero is eBay, guys. I'm telling you right now.
eBay's a virus.
Hey,
know.
crack, baby, crack. eBay's crack.
It is. It is.
It's like a fucking face hugger from Alien. It just won't go away.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Can't
Ooh,
succeed in you.
wait a minute, I gotta bring this up. Did you guys see the news that was posted on the thing? Aliens, Predator versus Judge Dredd. Come on, man,
Yes.
that looks fucking
Yes.
badass.
Yes.
I can't, and I just got my Judge Dredd shirt on here because I'm picking that up. See, see. As soon as I say I'm not gonna get anything new, they pull me right back the fucking those mother.
But what about the possibility of a Netflix or Amazon Dread TV series with Carl Urban?
I hope they.
Yeah,
fucking,
that would
that
be
deserves a sequel so bad.
Yeah,
They did a
I
good
fucking
job
love
with that
that
film,
movie.
and no one went to fucking see it.
Yeah. And he had more fucking acting ability with just this part of his face than that chick from Twilight did with her whole body.
So I guess he was better than Stallone then.
Yeah.
Wow.
Don't even
as
bring
much-
up the Stallone
As
one.
much as I like Stallone and all that, yeah, that was not the right.
I am the
portrayal of
law.
Jim. I am the law.
There you go, guys. There you go. Right there.
Hmm.
Predator, Aliens, and Dread.
I am
Who's writing
definitely putting that in my hold box. I'm telling my guy to put that on hold immediately.
John Layman's the writer, and Chris Mooneyham is the artist.
Hey, want to say hello? We got Jeremy Clark in the background right there, just kind of peeping in, showing his face. What's up, Jeremy Clark?
What's happening, guys? How are you guys doing?
Oh, you know, let's just talking comics, man. Drama free today, man. Drama free.
I'm free, so I'm allowed to be on then, or should I get off because I'm the one
Well,
that's
you need to stop kissing my girl over there, and then we'll be cool again, man.
Yeah, no, I was listening in on you guys talking about the pressing of the books. I think it is a valuable asset in order to preserve some of the more important books to you if you're a collector. So that was basically my 2 cents. Otherwise, I'm going to go back to inking this cover over here. I just wanted to pop in for just a second.
Well, tell Mike to come pop in real quick and say hi to us too.
He's already taken off for the evening.
Has he? Okay.
Him, myself, and Jenna here, we all went to go see that movie Keanu a little earlier today. And so we were busy watching cats kick ass or something. I don't know what was going on in that movie. But, it's funny because Mike showed up to the theater in a Superman shirt, and I am clearly here in sporting Batman. So it was like we were going to go see a Batman versus Superman movie, but instead we ended up in a cat movie. So
Hey, let's see what you're inking, Jeremy. Can we check it out real quick?
yeah, I guess I could show you a smidge. Hang on.
Yeah,
If it's another Lady Death, just send that to Marty, and then Marty send that to me when we do our next deal. That's all I'm saying.
You already
Because that
saw
was
the
nice.
Lady Death from the last time.
Yeah.
Mike penciled it.
Oh wow, that was nice.
Oh.
Oh,
Ooh, that's nice.
There you go. There's some nice feminine, strong warrior archer chick action going for you.
Is that for that Life Earth comic or whatever it's called?
It is Light Earth, yes.
Nice.
That's definitely the Buffalo sketch, right?
That's Ryan Kincaid's pencil breakdown
Ryan Kincaid?
with my inks. So, ironically enough, Ryan's working on a new Zenoscope cover right now, and I'm going to start inking a Naughty and Nice cover on Tuesday that Mike penciled actually up here last night. So he was penciling right here on this desk with a girl who had a saw machine gun in between her legs, for those of you military guys out there.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I love it.
Where's the live picture of that one?
Actually, I think I have the outline of just the rifle between her legs, but there's no face. It's when he first started it. Let's see. Do you see that?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you can see it because I'm not talking. How about that?
Yeah, we see it.
Here's a little bit better. And then this is his sketch for his sketchbook right now. I don't know if you guys can see that too. Another Squirrel Girl.
Nice.
Okay.
Lexi, Squirrel Girl, yep.
Yep. I just like this part. You see that?
Yeah, I do too.
You almost see the outside.
No, I like the bunny ears.
That's my favorite part.
I bet it is.
I bet it is. You know, you gotta love the fact that we get these treats sometimes on Comic Talk where we get to see some of this artwork being and the sketching stuff, and I will tell you, it's very, very nice. You know, I love the way that we were able to incorporate some of that, you know, with us sometimes, man. That's it's a treat for us, you know, especially us fanboys, us nerds that love these comic books, you know?
Don't get that on any other live show.
That's right.
Hey, Nate. Hey, Nate.
Only here.
Hey, so, any questions out there, Jenna, before we go ahead and start closing it out with final thoughts and shout-outs?
I did have one. It was a question, I believe, from Monster, and he had asked if men would be more into comics than girls.
How so?
What do you think?
I don't know if
That's
you
not a
guys
question
have
for you.
input on what you notice if girls pick up more comics than guys do.
I've seen more girls at my local comic stores than I used to when I was growing up. That's a fact. I mean, and hell, there's even an all-female comic talk show every Friday night. Cheap plug,
Yeah.
Female Friday Fanatics or whatever.
It's probably like 50-50
Yeah.
now than it was back then. Like Marky was saying, back when I was growing up, you hardly see
It was nothing. You had your mother.
Like,
that was it.
there.
You had your mom in the store. That was
Yeah.
it. That's it.
And the old lady that worked behind the desk.
That was it.
That,
75 cents there, Junior. You know.
Yeah, nowadays it's about 50-50 because I have a daughter, and every Wednesday when I pick up my comics, I come home and she goes, "So, Dad, what did you get me?" So after I finish reading my books, I got to let her read them too. So
Plus, just look at the Comic Cons.
yeah, there's more females that dress up at the cons than guys.
That's right.
Well, I mean, they're a little bit better looking. But I just picked up this one. We were talking about Scotty Young earlier.
That's a
This
good
is one of
series.
the variants
yes,
I'd like him to sign.
Nice. I don't think you'll be disappointed. I started reading that for a little bit, but then I had to cut back on that one.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and I see. I had a Monster said, Marty, can you draw me up like one of your French girls? I have no idea what you're talking about. Eddie wants to know, how did Gene Paul's Peter get to be so awesome?
That's like the best question ever. You know, people wondered that for many years, but you know, it's tough. It's a tough question. It's a tough gig.
It is a tough gig, you know.
That was my own question.
Guys, we had an hour and a half on our show. Really slow week today. Not a lot of comic books, not a lot of things that came out, but nevertheless, it's good to get together, if anything, with a group of guys with common interests that just absolutely have a great time talking nothing but nerd stuff, and we get to see a pretty girl every once in a while here. You know, it is what it is. But we're going to get into the part.
If you call me a girl one more time, I'm going to get real mad.
That's my thunder.
I did ask Julia if I could come on Female Fanatics Force if I wore a wig, but she never answered me, so I don't know how she took with that. But shout out to those girls. They did a wonderful episode this last Friday. They absolutely wonderful ladies. They used to be part of Comic Talk, and I hope they come back one of these days. I'd love to have them on again, you know. But let's go ahead and do some shout-outs and final thoughts, and we'll start down the line here with my boy Big Ace Comics.
Well, again, just thank you for having me on the show. Thank you to all the panel members, everybody in the chat, and basically next week is a big weekend. You know, Free Comic Book Day, Civil War, so everybody enjoy that. And my two shout-outs this week are going to be for HOC Comics. HOC Comics. He just started his new channel. His first video was actually a contest video for Eddie the Comic Guy. So he's been a part of the community for a while. He's been commenting on videos for a long time, but he just decided to make videos recently. So check him out, give him a sub. And another YouTuber that I feel like should have a lot more subs is Eddie the Comic Guy. You know, he's up to, I believe it was like 160 or something like that, but he does a lot of things for the community.
Fucking rolls.
I think almost every single one of us has received something from Eddie, and I just feel like his channel should be.
He's a great guy. Great guy.
Yeah, great member of the community. So my shout out is to him, Eddie the Comic Guy, and HOC Comics.
Awesome, brother. Awesome. I think I remember Eddie a while back, man, when we did our 100 subscriber giveaway. Wasn't Eddie the guy that submitted his video and it was you too? Yeah. Then he just kind of dropped off the face of the earth for a while.
Yeah, but he's been back now for months, and he's been doing a lot of videos and everything. I think he wasn't ready at the time to get back into it fully, and that's why he kind of dropped out. But he's been back for a while now. He's in the chat right now.
Yeah, I saw him. So kudos to you, Eddie. You know, definitely hear a lot of good things about Eddie. How he such a great asset to the community and just very interactive with everybody. So you guys go check Eddie the Comic Guy out, man. Give him some subs, give him some loves. So by tomorrow he should be up to about 500 subscribers, right?
Correct.
Right?
Yep.
He deserves it.
Yeah.
He fucking deserves that. He really does. He puts a lot of time in his videos. I mean, it just shows.
He made our logos. He made my logo. He made logos for JLS. He made logos for Merc with the Mouth. He made he made logos.
I asked him for some stuff dude, I gotta talk to him too and everything because he's fucking awesome with that shit. Definitely.
Oh, right now, me and Eddie, we're working out a deal. I have a Donald Duck #1 blank variant cover, and I asked him, can you draw Darkwing Duck on it? He's like, anytime, man. So Eddie is awesome.
He's an artist, yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing. He's an artist too, yeah.
You got some skills, man, and so awesome. Shout out, man. All right, we're gonna go with Gene Paul HP Peter, also named was Sean. What's going on, brother? Final thoughts and shout outs. I fucked that up, didn't I?
Well, congrats to you guys on 1,000 subs. That's awesome. Shout out to everybody on the panel. Final thought. Don't forget your mother this weekend coming up. I don't know what everybody's doing between Comic Book Day, Free Comic Book Day, and all that. Don't forget your moms, because without them, you wouldn't be here as a person, and you wouldn't be here as a comic collector. So.
I absolutely agree, and I'm gonna have to give the mother an applause too. Applause for the moms. We got with us also Hero Statue Collector Lou. Final thoughts and shout out, brother. Oh, I will tell you, man. I'm inching. Every time I think I'm taking 5 steps forward to catch up with Hero, he gets 50 more subscribers, man. I don't know what the hell's going on, man.
I never knew it was a contest.
No, it's never a contest, man. It's so great to have you on, Lou, as always. Yeah, it's a pleasure because, for the most part, man, it's always great to get some statue insight from you because Lou is a major statue collector, man, within the community. I think you said you had about 500, 600, 1,000 statues or something like that, Lou?
In the 500 range.
Within the 500s, man. And so that is such wow. That's just, in my eyes, it's amazing. I'm nowhere close to that, but never.
Well, hell, my comics rival the amount of statues.
Of course. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead. Shout-outs and your final thoughts, man.
All right, 2 shout-outs. One is for comic book related, is going to go to 87 Boba Fett. I've been watching him since the beginning. Great guy. Always gets some cool pickups. And he also collects other stuff like action figures, some statues, video games. So really cool channel, has everything on there. And statue-wise, Absolute East Wolf. She's really cool. Another New Yorker that's a collector as well. So definitely check her out. She could use some more subs and support. And that's what it's all about. And congrats, guys. It's awesome that you hit 1,000 subs.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Appreciate that. And, actually met Francesca on one of your shows, Lou, and that's actually how she actually became a part of the Comic Talk Sundays, and eventually went on with Celia and all the other girls to do Female Fanatics before. So this is such, there's such a diversity within this community that it branches off to, different channels, statues, comic books, toy collecting.
We miss her on the show. We're always saying, "Where are you?"
Yeah, I miss her on my show too. They've gotten so big. They don't want to have nothing to do with us anymore. That's what it is. Hey guys, next we got here. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. My apology, Lou. If you guys don't know, we have for our first appearance today, and Ray already said it, we got Jeff Johnson, man. Very active. Met Johnson on the off-air hangouts that Sean does, and he's very active within the Facebook group of Comic Book Fanatics, always posting stuff there as well, and just kind of keeping us educated on current events, what's going on in the comic book news. So final thoughts and shout-outs for you there, Jeff. Welcome to the show, by the way.
Thank you, man, and thanks for everybody for letting me be on the show, man. Really appreciate it. Shout out to everybody on the chat. Shout out to everybody on the panel. I want to give 2 shout-outs. One is to Hippie Nerd. He's just started, and he can use the subs. He got a couple of videos up right now. They're pretty good. And another one is to Tat Comics. He also started up, and he got some good videos. Other than that, man, I'm just itching for next week, man. Civil War Free Comic Book Day. Going to be a busy weekend.
It's going to be an awesome week too, brother. Thanks a lot for showing up, and I really appreciate you coming on. Finally taking the time, and people, here's the thing about these live shows sometimes, or even these off-air hangouts that Sean does, is that we get to see a face with the names or the words that you don't get to see on a day-to-day basis. So having you guys appear up like this, it makes it a little bit more tangible and a little bit more personal. So I do like that. Thanks a lot for coming on, Jeff. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, man. Remember, Jeff Johnson, a name you know, a name you can trust.
He's definitely got my vote. Oh, definitely.
Jeff is running for community leader right here.
Community mayor, Mayor Johnson.
Mayor Johnson.
Marky Mark, I'm gonna sing you a song.
Oh God, no.
And we're gonna all love it on Comic Talk. All right, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, what you got, brother, when it comes to shout-outs and final thoughts, man?
Well, shout-outs and final thoughts. First of all, big, huge shout-out to you and Ray. Congratulations on your 1,000 whatever subs and all this other stuff that's going on with you. Congrats, guys. And everybody on the panel, big shout-out, and everybody in the chat. And just to touch on what Jeff said on a shout-out for Tats Comics, I also want a big shout-out to the other Wonder Twin Power, AG Surfer, because he's always been commenting on my videos and stuff like that, and AG fucking rules. So the Wonder Twin Powers activate AG Surfer and Tat Comics. And just my hockey buddy and brother-in-arms, his Sharks are playing, I think right now. That will be Undisputed Frost. Go Sharks. Shout-out to you, my brother. And, hell, man, we got a busy week. We got Mother's Day. We got Free Comic Book Day. We got Civil War. It's going to be a crazy week, and just everybody enjoy, and everybody enjoy your comics.
This is like the calm before the storm episode, because come next Sunday Comic Talk, we're going to have a whole crap ton of stuff to talk about. Tons of stuff to talk about. So because, this is a little slower episode, a little bit more quieter, but come next week, guys, that is an episode you probably don't want to miss because we got a lot to talk about. And
I'll try not to break the internet this time.
Payne's Comics. Steve, final thoughts and shout out, brother.
final thoughts. I don't know why you lot are talking about Mother's Day. Over here, Mother's Day is in March.
Okay.
So I don't know. You got a bit slow on the uptake. You should have been thanking your mum, a couple months ago. For shout outs, you lot have said quite a few good YouTubers, but I think I'm going to pick Undisputed Frost. He's a great guy, cool videos, and Bluntzilla53. He doesn't always do comic videos. He does some other stuff like tapes, movies, and stuff that's really cool. So I think you should check him out for that. And congratulations to Mercy. She had a little baby the other day.
Congrats to Mercy. Is that it, Steve? That's good? Steve, good? Okay, I guess it is.
I muted myself, sorry.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'm proud, brother. Anything else?
No, I've had my clap. I'm happy.
Okay. We got Trevor from Rage Comics. Go ahead, brother.
Hey guys, my shout out tonight is to Michael Penelope Seif. He's been good for
Michael Penelope Seif. Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's his middle name. If no one's aware. And also, final thoughts are just free comic book day. Just make sure you buy something from your comic book store because they have to pay for those books. Show them some love and some support and buy those books.
Oh yeah, very good point.
I have to say
Thanks a lot, Trevor. Appreciate, as always, you just gracing us with your presence here on Comic Talk, brother. Next, we got Jenna and Jeremy. Final thoughts and shout out.
Well, I had a couple that I needed to shout out from the chat, which one was Rage Comics. Somebody else also said Sean's mom. Shout out to Gamma.
That's in the nicest way possible, I'd imagine.
It was. No, it actually really was. Somebody legitimately said shout out to Sean's mom. That was it.
Creating a legend right there.
And then Bloodzilla. And then... I don't know if he had one.
Yeah, I had a couple shout-outs. That's why I came strolling through really fast. Shout out to Gotham City Comics down here in Arizona, where I'll be doing a signing for Free Comic Book Day, along with Samurai Comics over here, where Mike and I will both be appearing at to do a signing on Free Comic Book Day as well. Also, a shout-out to actor David Kaye. His new movie Ratchet and Clank came out this weekend, which I did a mock comic book for. Layout for involved with that particular project. So big shout out to him for allowing me to be involved in that. And so if you haven't seen it and you got kids and stuff, it's based on a video game. I know it's not really comic book related, but it does look pretty cool and it's been getting some solid reviews. So try to get out there and support that project as well. And that's about it for me.
And also, I saw somebody said that I should have played Psylocke, and I totally agree.
You can do that. You can do that. I'm taking Jenna with me to conventions, and she's going to be dressed up as a cosplay girl doing interviews for me, all these sexy cosplays, kind of like how Mediocre Film does. What do you guys think about that? You guys think that would work?
It'll be better than you doing it.
The clap button.
I'll just hold the camera, okay? Thanks a lot, guys. My boy, the guy I'm going to see here in less than, 3 weeks, brother? I think it's 3 weeks you're going to be here, right? 3 weeks, man. We are going to, you know what, we're going to step it up a notch when he gets here. We're going to be doing a vlog. We're going to be going to the conventions. I'm probably going to be dressing up in my, what is that, Crossbones Captain America cosplay, and so, but nevertheless, man, it's going to be great seeing him. We'll actually probably try to do a Comic Talk episode together if he has enough time to do that, man. But we'll see. I know he's kind of crunched on time and everything. But Ray, brother, shout outs and final thoughts, man.
Shout outs to like Marky said, one of the twins, 80 Surfer and Tats Comics. Big O, if you haven't checked him out, he's a new guy on YouTube posting videos. He's down in Las
Where did he go?
Oh, man. They're against me. Warner Brothers is against me. I'm telling you, since the beginning of the show. Mention the Wonder Twins, and this is what happens.
Here it comes. He's coming back. He's coming back.
What happened?
Yeah, okay. Like I said, Big O, he's down in Vegas. I'm probably be hooking up with him, go to a con. And Eddie, the comic guy, like Big E's was saying, that dude is just a generous guy. And then last but not least, just final thoughts is, it's my last one until I get down to Texas to hang out with Marty, but I hope everybody has a rest of a great Sunday. I know Walking Dead is not on right now, so we still got about 6 more months for that, but everybody enjoy the rest of their day.
Game of Thrones instead now, ain't you?
Yeah.
Yep. GOT, baby.
Well, guys, I will tell you, we hit about 1,000 subs just this past few days over, and you know I didn't really want to celebrate yet because you know I was waiting. You know, sometimes these subs go up, they go down, they go up, they go out, but you know, nevertheless. Then I started thinking about it. I think what's important besides hitting the 1,000 subs, guys, is the fact that you guys and everybody out there who is part of the subscriber is making what Comic Book Fanatics and Comic Talk what it is. So I could go down the list, but it's just going to take too long. I will tell you guys, thank you so much, all the panel members, for taking time out of your busy day to come on Comic Talk, to be a part of the Comic Book Fanatics family on Facebook, and posting all that wonderful information that you guys have about everything that we do. I mean, you guys, to me, are comic book fanatics. You know what I mean? You guys, to me, are the guys that make this what it is and made it what it is. Because what do I say all the time, Ray? If it was just me and you, then what?
We're looking at each other.
We'd be looking at each other. You know what I mean? You know, a couple guys I want to. There's a guy named Monster 720. He's all, you know, just started getting into this stuff, and he's definitely, you know, wanting to learn. So he's very active when it comes to making comments on the YouTubes, video, what is it called, the comment boxes and things like that. So you know, shout out to him. Go check him out. Maybe give him some loves and subs too. But guys, you guys are, I tell you what, I salute you guys. You guys are made us what we are today. And to be able to interact in the community, to meet so many wonderful and great people, man, this is priceless. This is absolutely priceless. I don't care how many subs we got. This is all about you guys and what we've developed and what we've made here as part of the community. You know what I mean? So that's what me saying thank you to you guys. So thank you so much, and I will have to do an applause for all you guys out there, panel members, the guys that, people in the chat group people who contributed. Man, I'm just like freezing up, freezing here and there, ain't I? But you know, thank you to the people in the chat group as well, the people that are the subscribers that don't have an opportunity to make it but do watch the show on the next few days that, you know, it airs out. But guys, thank you so much. We appreciate you guys coming on as always. And before I start getting long-winded, I'm going to go ahead and close it out here. You guys have a good night. Take care of yourselves. Be safe out there, and I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out, everybody.
Peace. Good night.
Peace.